Hi everybody, I just wanted to make this quick little video to go over what we did in class today with the writing program, the Step Up to Writing. Your child, kid, student have a bunch of handouts that are in page protectors in the writing part of their binder, and those will be really helpful until we can be formally trained by Betsy Clark. I'm supposing that what I have from Step Up to Writing is probably pretty similar to what she's going to be teaching us, but we can always tweak it, tweak what's in here if we decide we want to change things. Okay, so if you look at the grid, I've gridded writing for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And today we just did a quick introduction to the Step Up to Writing process. I went over the 4 main types of writing: expository, narrative, descriptive, and persuasive. We talked a little bit where research writing would fall in, and then I explained what expository was. I'm probably going to be using that word a lot with them so it becomes more familiar, and they might need some review on what that is. So expository writing, the purpose is to inform, and so that's going to be important for them to understand, because their work in writing tomorrow is going to be to select 10, they can do more than 10, but a minimum of 10 topics that they might want to write on. So this is going to be a page that they should keep probably in a page protector in their writer's notebook, their binder, in the writing section, where when they're ready to start a new piece, they can go to that sheet for ideas. So they're going to be generating their own idea sheet, a list of topics that they can use for their writing. We did a sample topic today that was really just general and kind of more on the fun side. So we talked about money. Money is our topic, and then we picked if we had a lot of money, if I had $1 million. So that was our general topic. And then we talked about the difference between a topic and a topic sentence. We created various topic sentences depending on what the students would do with $1 million, and talked about what that would look like on our paper. So we put some up there. If I had $1 million, or if I had $1 million, I would love to do various things. That was kind of a general one. If I had $1 million, I would choose to save it. And so probably not a topic that many of them would choose. We talked about just different types of topics that might be good to choose, and we did go over some, here's a sheet that they have today, need writing ideas. So just some questions that they could ask themselves, or ideas to try to generate some topic ideas. So I told them that at the beginning, since expository writing, the purpose is to inform, they should start by picking a topic that they are interested in and that they know a lot about. So, if they've been to national parks, I was thinking about David in that one, or actually 3 of them went to Yosemite pretty recently. If they've been to a national park or a place of interest, that they could do it on that. And their topic might be national parks. And then their topic sentence might be, national parks are great places to visit. And then we briefly, after that, we kind of defined what expository topics were, what a topic sentence looked like. Then we kind of went through what the Step Up to writing procedures would be. And that's this page, the one with tons of writing. It has all the steps on it. The first half of the steps go through the actual writing process. So I already purchased a set of green, yellow, red, and all blue, because we use blue for narrative in the future, markers for them to use in class. And you'd probably want to just go get those $1 Crayola sets so that you can have these colors at home too when they're writing at home. So they're going to mark their topic sentence in green, And then they're going to write down the details of their topic. Now this page kind of like lays out the formatting of it, and you can see that the green's at the top. Then they're going to put a yellow star with 3 detailed sentences here, and that's the next step for writing. So they're actually not going to write the paragraph in order, so they're going to need to leave space under each of the yellow. Now they're not going to be doing this week. Today I just kind of gave them an overview so that they would kind of have like a general idea what we were doing with writing. But I'm going to go over this particular step of writing the details and then explaining the details next Monday. That's going to be our big mini lesson. And so you have your yellows, and then you have 2 red dots, and you're going to write 2 sentences that explain that detail. But I wanted to go over that briefly today so that they could start to think of topics that had more depth. And we talked about, well, what if you had $1 million and you wanted to save the money, you wanted to put it in the bank, and that was your topic sentence? Do you think you could say like 3 interesting details about putting your money in the bank? Maybe you could, but if you really are stumped at that, then that may be too narrow of a topic for you. So you might want to think about saying, if I had $1 million, I would do many things. I wouldn't want to waste it. And then that kind of opens up various avenues to do detailed points. So I would save some, I would invest some, I would, put some in a fund for college. Okay, so then it's a big enough topic where I could say a lot more things about each of those details. And then we just briefly mentioned that we will have a conclusion sentence, and that's part of the green, to go back and review what your topic was. So we went over, the basic colors. We talked basically about how you're going to write. Then we talked about the review process. That's the second half of the steps. How they're going to be self-checking, and you will have this sheet, so it would probably be a good idea for you as parents to probably go through this, because I think we should probably try the process before we get trained by Betsy several weeks from now, and just see how it goes. And this is pretty straightforward, I think. If you guys have any questions about it, you can ask me. But basically, the students are going to follow all the steps on this sheet once we start, and we're going to start next Tuesday. We'll start a tiny bit in class, but you guys are going to actually start a writer's workshop next Tuesday is when we'll be starting to do the steps on here. And there's not going to be, like, other than homework or the assignments on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, there's not going to be like a time frame in which the students have to finish. So like I told them that they have to talk with you as the parent teachers how much time they're going to be spending on their writer's workshop when they're at home. In class, it's 30 minutes. That's what we have budgeted. And so we set the timer for 30 minutes. You work on the steps. You might only get to like your second point or whatever, and then you put it away. I told them they're going to keep it maybe in a page protector so they can pull it out the next day when they do their next writer's workshop time. Maybe at home you decide you want to start with 15 minutes. That's fine. And maybe they'll eventually, like, as they learn the process and it becomes more familiar and comfortable, you'll expand that to 20 minutes. Or maybe they'll do 20 minutes and they're like, no, I just really want to finish this point. I want to go longer. And you'll be like, okay, go ahead. So it's up to you at home how much time you're going to give. And then they're going to go through all the steps, and when they get to the end, the last step is start a new, we say story, it's a story on here, but a new piece of writing. So you'll pick a new topic and then go back to step number 1. So each piece of writing involves basically a composition for them to revise, to have a writing conference, to type. Now you can choose whether you want your child to type everything they write or certain pieces, or but they should have a finalized copy. They shouldn't have dirty copies when they're all done, is my recommendation. let's see. Oh, they're going to do an illustration that will reiterate the 3 details that, or reasons, details for their topic. So they're going to get a piece of paper, do a trifold, and they will do an illustration for each of the 3 details that are in their writing, the yellow stars. Okay. All right. So that was like a little 10-minute overview of what we did in class today of the Step Up to Writing. The Step Up to Writing program covers lots of different types of writing. I've used it with high schoolers at the highest level, so it's something that that is applicable to the older years. And the whole idea is that you're going to teach them almost a formulaic type of writing. It's going to be kind of rigid, it might seem to some of you at first, but it's teaching them structure in expository writing especially, which needs to be very structured type of writing. And then the idea is that there will be an allowance for freedom with this later. One of the ways that it will allow for freedom is I'm going to send this accordion paragraph page home at a later time, but that you can expand paragraphs by adding like 4 details, or by having more explanations and examples and facts and things. I'm being invaded by little toddlers here. Okay, some other things that are going to come home later. I have a rubric that we might want to use. I'm just going to put it in there, and then you can make copies and use it if you want at home. If you want me to rubric things, we can. Next week, I'm going to be showing the kids a sample. I'm actually going to act out the process of the Step Up to Writing process, and then I will send a completed sample home so that you guys have that. We're going to do, we're going to take their brainstormed topics and topic sentences, which you're going to do on Wednesday. And we're going to pick one on Monday, and they're going to actually get started writing, mapping out their details and explanations on this graphic organizer. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that... I think that's it for now. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I don't want to like take too much longer and make this a mega video. So why don't you just email me if you have any immediate questions. I'll be available for to talk to on Monday before and after class. If you get stuck and you're not sure what to do with writing tomorrow or Wednesday, you can always text me. Sometimes that's the faster way to get a hold of me than email. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes, and we can always make adjustments as we need to. All right, you guys, have a good week. Bye.